All right, here we go. I'm Emily Roberts, so I'm either your diamond upline or your diamond sideline. Thank you for being on tonight's Zoom. And the word that I keep hearing, or the word that you guys have brought up in conversation to me on Instagram or Facebook this week, has been motivation. Emily, I'm not motivated. Or Emily, where do you find motivation? Or man, I'm so motivated right now. Like sometimes it goes the other way and y'all are pumped up. And I want to share a little bit of my heart. We're not going to talk about The Traveler's Gift. I'm going to go find a new book because I finished that one. So tonight we're going to take it a little bit more personal, and I'm going to share with y'all where I was at December of 2019. So, you know, when people are writing their New Year resolutions, you're getting ready for the next year. I was looking at my business. I was looking at my life, my marriage, my kids, all the things. And I'm going to share with y'all what I wrote in the notes of my phone. So if you're new here, something that I'm doing outside of Plexus that I've wanted to do for a long time that has to do with my love story, my why, is write a book. And Scotty's laughing because I keep putting it on the backward.
How's that book
Can
going?
you go away?
How's that book going?
This is being recorded, sir.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's how the book's going. So I was doing pretty good, and then the quarantine stuff happened, and mom life, and more life, and take your coronavirus out of this bedroom. So I haven't written that book, but in December, I was in this place of, is it gonna be like this forever? Have you ever been that way in your life where something bad has happened, or maybe you're just not moving forward, like everything's just kind of flatlined a little bit, and you're like, is it gonna be like this forever? Maybe you feel that way right now because of quarantine, and how weird is your state acting towards it right now, or how weird is business right now, or, you know, maybe your kids or wetting the bed and they're having night terrors, or, you know, maybe you decided to homeschool this year, or whatever it is, and you're just like, is it going to be like this forever? And you have doubt and no motivation, and you're like, what am I freaking doing with myself? What am I doing? So for me, I knew I was turning 30 this year, and that's what hit me December of 2019. So I wrote this in my notes, and I'm going to share with y'all what I wrote. Business-wise, I was not holding my diamond rank. So if you're new here and you don't know what that means you've hit a certain amount of points to rank up, but then your points have gone backwards because people are not ordering, or they have quit, asked for refunds, and your points kind of go backwards. So that's where I was at. And I would just look at my husband. I'm like, because y'all know, I like to go. I like to bring in all the people I can bring in. And I'm like, let's do this. And then half of them are like right there with you. And then the other half are like, you're scary. I just wanted a vitamin. I don't want to do this. And like, they run away, right? So that's it's kind of like my mojo. So I bring people in, and I'm like, I want it more for them than they want it for them sometimes. And sometimes you might relate to that too. So just to give you a little backstory, that's where I was December of 2019 when I wrote this. 4 months ago, I was calling myself a failure. I didn't feel successful. I needed more. I was asked to list out all of my accomplishments, and no, I did not want to do that. I put #nope. It took me 38 minutes and a lot of tears to write out my personal business accomplishments. Success is defined so differently by each of us. We don't all go after the definition found in Webster's dictionary. It's also filled with temporary emotion. Like a hit of dopamine, when you get a little taste of success, it leaves you wanting more. So I felt selfish. I would pray and ask God to forgive me for this behavior. How could I not feel successful or blessed with all of the things that have happened in my life? I'm thankful for that self-awareness, forgiveness, and the reality check after writing down what I wrote down. So tonight, I encourage you to focus on everything God has given you during the last 4 months of quarantine, whether it's perspective, a new business or a rank up, a new baby, a new marriage, whatever. Write it down. Seriously, list them out and think of any win. Think of the impact it's made in your life or in your marriage or in your business, and then keep making that list. Remember it and write something new down every single day. That feeling, that moment, the promise that it can happen again is right there on paper. God wants us to live a life of abundance, but we have to give him the glory when the abundant things happen. We feel like superstars when we hit a goal, but the only reason we hit that goal in the first place is because he allowed that to happen. So I wrote down my affirmation: I achieve hard things in the name of Jesus. And I circled it and underlined it. So that was just a little journal entry that I wrote down. And of course, I think of you guys, my team, and my children, and how I can share that with y'all and relate it to business. And so since then, okay, since this like major self-awareness, I mean, most people are writing down their New Year resolutions. And here I am in December of last year thinking like, is it going to be like this forever? Will I ever hit my diamond rank again? Will my team ever want to work their business again? You know, will Plexus ever be booming again? And since December, Plexus has come out with a couple of things. Like we have those 3-day challenge boxes. If you don't know what those are, it's 3 days worth of 4 products. They're $20, free shipping. It comes with a $20 off coupon. Like, they're amazing. So they came out with that. We came out with the hemp oil incentive and the free shipping incentive and the Enroll 3. And then when the COVID stuff happened, what did Plexus do? They came out with that $6 million stimulus, made the membership fee $10 and told people you can work this backwards. Join for $10, figure it out, get people enrolled and healthy and focusing on their immune systems and gut health and all that. And what has happened? What has happened since March? Plexus has had their best month yet. So I want to share some numbers with you. Plexus paid 40,000 new paychecks out last month compared to the months before. Like they already pay out like what? I'm just going to guess 500,000 paychecks to people, okay? 40,000 of them were brand new first timers earning a paycheck. That gave me all the warm fuzzies because some of you on this call are in that number. The last day of June, 10,000 people enrolled and wanted to be a part of Plexus. That's super cool. I can't imagine that number being any smaller in July. They didn't share that number with us, but it has to be bigger. If you follow our Double Diamond, Celeste Gwynn, she always shares how many people have joined her team and her organization, and our team is a part of that. And so like, I think one day last month, she said 14,000 something had joined. And I'm like, that's crazy. 626 of those were our team. Isn't that amazing? So when I think about that and I think about how we barely added 100 people in December, and I was like, yikes, like nobody wanted Plexus for Christmas. Like these are sad little numbers. And then I look at how we are just in full momentum right now, and people are having their best months yet and their best product success yet. And people are getting pregnant, and people are feeling better and losing weight and working out and having the energy to work out and all of these great things. And it kind of feels like when I went diamond the first time back in 2015. So if you have been with us for a little while, do you kind of feel like it feels like the old days? Like I totally feel like it feels like the old days. Like I can't keep up. I have like, I'm going to show you actually. How about this? I'm going to show you. So I have this app on my phone called PicCollage, and this is how I make y'all shout out graphics so fast. I seriously have more photos of y'all, your profile pictures in my phone than I do of my own children, because I keep having to save them to make shout outs. And so I had to make collages of all the different shout out things. Like y'all have seen this one a million times. Amanda, look, there's your face. But like there's like the new month, new points graphic. And then I have the silver one. I don't know if Haley's on. She went silver today, but like there's hers. And then the leaders retreat graphics right there. I've been making those like crazy. And so I just saved this collage on my phone so I could just swap out people's heads and like write their name on it. And I don't remember a time that my thumbs were that tired, except for in my own business, because I love what I do. So the word behind all of that, I don't know why, was motivation. And oddly enough, motivation is not something somebody can physically give you. I cannot give you motivation. I can inspire you. I can tell you numbers, like 40,000 new people got a paycheck last month, and I can inspire you and encourage you and offer hope that you too could be one of those people in that number, but I can't give you motivation. oh, I wish I could, but I can't. Motivation comes from within. And so some of you are like, well, okay, well, how do I do that? You have to remember why you started in the first place. Why did you get on that website and click enroll? Why did you need to order ProBio 5? Why did you finally listen to that friend? If you forget that why, you're not going to have motivation. You're not going to have reason to put your feet on the floor and get up in the morning. You're not going to have a reason to take that vitamin. And don't get me wrong, there's some days where I just want to Netflix and chill and eat cereal for like a whole week. Like, I get it. Like, you're just like done and you want to give your children away and you're just like, I am over this weird, like, I get it. Especially now, like, we've all been quarantined and we've all been doing all the things. Like, I get it. But how do we keep motivation inside of us to do that? So I'm going to share some things that I personally do to stay motivated. Number one, and y'all know what's coming. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm going to say. If you think you know what I'm going to say, put it in the chat because I want to see if how well y'all know me. What am I going to tell you to do? What am I going to tell you to do to stay motivated and be successful? What's the first thing? Oh, that's a good one, but that's not the answer. If you follow me on Instagram, you know the answer to this. Think. What am I going to tell you to do every day when you get up to be successful? I literally made a post about this. Come on. Make your bed. Boom. There it is. Sounds silly, but there are books written about this. Make your freaking bed. Not only will you feel like, oh, my mom would be so proud right now, I made my bed, but like, you're going to be so proud right now. One, your bed looks good. Like, some of you are like, oh, I forgot I had 11 throw pillows. They do look cute when I make my bed. Make your bed. So I started making my bed probably around the time I wrote that journal. So the end of 2018 was after this Align retreat that I went to. And it was like, they said, write down 3 things you will do every day. Like, what will I do every day? Because some of you are like, I'm going to work out. No, you're not. You're not going to work out every day. So what will you do every day? And so the first thing I wrote down was drink water, because I will. I will make my bed every day. And I will take my plexus, because that's something that I have. I mean, if I don't take it, y'all will know. So I started doing it. I started making my bed. And here we are in 2020, almost two full years later, and I'm still making my bed. And it's funny because now my husband does it. And he was a Marine for 10 years. So, like, they had to make their beds. And if you're married to someone in the military, like, you know. But now he does it. And what's even cuter is now my children, the first thing they do when they go to I'm like, go, go, go. You have 5 minutes to clean your room. First one to clean their room gets a prize, whatever. They always make their bed first. Their toys all might be thrown in the closet, but their beds are made. And I think that's really cool because I'm teaching them that habit. So that's one way I stay motivated, is by making my bed. One, I have a cute bedroom. Like, y'all, if you know, I love Hobby Lobby. I love TJ Maxx. I love a good deal. And my bedroom stuff is cute. Like, if I'm going to spend a lot of time in there, it's going to be cute. So I make my bed. And then I tell other people that I've made my bed. I take pictures of my made bed and I share them on social media. It's super weird, but I love it. So that's the first thing that I started doing to stay motivated. Now, that led to creating more habits, was taking my plexus and taking it consistently. You guys, I don't know what it is. I don't know what secret sauce is in Edge, Accelerator, or MetaBurn, but for the love, when you take it, you do all the things and you can't help it. You have to do all the things. And if you don't know what all the things means, it means all the things. You cook, you run errands, you clean your room, you clean your neighbor's house, and you're like, why am I even over here? Then you go over and you pick up all the dog poop, and then you work your business and you sponsor 3 people and you're like, who am I? I'm Superwoman. And it's because you took your Plexus products. I love when people that have been a little MIA for a while and they come back and they're like, man, I've been on my Plexus for like 4 days straight and I feel the best ever. It's even bonus points if they're pregnant and they're like, oh my gosh, I can rule the world. I'm like, yeah, you can, girl. But like, if you feel good, you do more things. You talk to more people. You do extra work. And it's because that's how Plexus makes us feel. It helps us feel the way our bodies were designed to feel. You are not meant to feel tired. You are not meant to be gassy and bloated. You are not meant to take naps at the age of 24. Not that naps are a bad thing. They're not. Rest is wonderful. But not multiple naps a day. Not, I don't ever want to get out of bed because I just didn't sleep last night. That's not normal. So that's the second thing that I did, was I had to be consistent with my products. And I know it's kind of a lame tip, but how many of you have not been consistent because you don't really have a schedule right now because you're teleworking, or your kid's not sleeping, or you're trying to homeschool, or whatever. You take your stuff every day, you will do all the things. Now, you guys will notice, and some of you have, and you've messaged me, the days that I do take MetaBurn and the days that I don't. The days that I don't take MetaBurn, I forget that you have a launch event, or I schedule it on the wrong day, or I don't reply to you for 5 days. And the days that I do take MetaBurn, I'm like, up your butt. And I'm like, you want to go silver? You want to go gold? You want to conquer the world? And you're like, okay, girl. It's because of these amazing products. So take your products and make your bed every single day. Now, the third thing that I wrote down to help me stay motivated, which is something I changed because I don't really have time to read a lot of books. I can listen to books, but what I've learned is that I love listening to podcasts. And here's why. Scott and I started our debt-free journey with Dave Ramsey. And if you don't have the money to start his program, you can listen to his podcast or radio show for free. And that's where it started for us. So I highly encourage you to listen to his podcasts. Abby Kappa is one of the youngest diamonds in Plexus, and she has a podcast called She's Here for It. And it's a great podcast for women in general, or a mom, or just new ambassadors. You will feel like she is talking directly to you every episode. It's very good. And she has a very calming, soothing, Laura on Sunny 99.1 voice. You're going to love her. Okay. So she's awesome. If you want a little and you want somebody to tell you what's up, Jessica Heffley, who has a podcast about self-worth. It's called You're Worth It. It might make you cry, grab your tissues, but she's going to tell you some things about yourself that you needed to remember. And it's a great podcast. So these are some things that I started doing December of last year, when I was saying bad things to myself, is this going to be forever? Am I ever going to have diamond points again? Will my team ever rank up again? I want wins for my team. So the fourth and last thing I'm going to share with you is writing down your wins. You have to. You have to write down the things that are celebratory things, whether it's business, whether it's motherhood or marriage, or it can be something as personal as we had sex 3 times this week, winning, because that's special and it's important. And if you're not sleeping with your spouse, you might be holding on to some stress that you need to let go of, okay? Or maybe you're a nursing mom and you got the baby to latch multiple times, that's really important. That's special. Or, you signed up a new customer, you sold a bag of Slim, you sold a bottle of ProBio 5, you talked to someone new. That's a win, especially people that started Plexus because they have anxiety and they want these products to help with that. I feel like talking to someone new, that's a win. So write these things down. I think we play small and we downsize our wins, and we should be celebrating all the things. So let's write those things down. So I wish I had the notebook in front of me. I think it's in my bedroom. But I have a notebook of, actually, no, it might be right here. I started writing down all of those wins, and it was overwhelming. One, because I felt like a total brat, because obviously you guys know that I've had some really great years in Plexus. So who am I to say that I'm a failure, right? And here's the other thing that I want to say. If your rank determines what piece of paper Plexus sends you in the mail. Your worth stays the same. I just want you to know that. That is something somebody told me. Same goes for your weight. Your weight is going to fluctuate. It's going to go up and down. If you poop, you're going to lose 2 pounds. It's just a thing. Your self-worth does not change. You are still worthy. You are still enough. You are still capable. You are still amazing. You are all of the things. You should write that down. That is your affirmation for this week. I know we always end these with writing down affirmations, but we're going to sneak that one in a little early and just write down, I am all the things. And it could just be whatever you want it to mean, but you are all the things. And I think it's really important for us, especially as women, and we're surrounded constantly by comparison and, oh, if you don't have this, you're not that. And if you don't have, no, I am all the things. And I want you to feel it. I want you to say it. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and say it. And I can only imagine that's why Kim Kardashian is as confident as she is because she looks in the mirror and says stuff like this to herself. So we're going to start doing it too. So I can do hard things is something you should say to yourself. And I am all the things. So fun fact, we went on a family walk, going back to the motivation. We went on a family walk. It was 2 miles. It was not long, and it was walking. However, we do live in Texas. It was freaking hot. And my 6-year-old is just like, I can't. Like, we're going up a hill, and it was hard. I mean, I was dying. I was just like, yes, you can. Hurry up. You're slowing mama down. Like, I was dying. But I was like, yes, you can. And so I have my phone on, and I always have, like, it's just a random playlist. And sure enough, Eye of the Tiger comes on. You know that song, my husband's being creepy. He's staring at me outside the window, and it just gave me a heart attack. Okay. Anyways, going up that hill, and I'm like, come on, Sterling. And I'm like power walking. I look like, you know, that lady that we all have one in our neighborhood that just like, boom, boom, they're like power walking. And I'm like, Sterling, please just get up this hill with me. It is 102 degrees. Like, I am sorry I made you walk, but come on. And so he goes, wait, do you hear that song? And I was like, well, yeah, it's on my phone. He was like, that's my song. And I was like, well, let's go. And so here we are, power walking up this hill. Eye of the Tiger's blasting. It's 102 degrees. It's the middle of the day, mind you. It's like 11:20 or noon. Like, people are at home. They're eating lunch. Like, they see us, and they're like, that family likes music. So I wanted to share that with you because, yes, he did make it up the hill. He actually ended up running home. And so find a song that stirs up that inner motivation. I shared this on a Facebook Live in our team page a couple weeks ago, that song by Shawn Mendes, There's Nothing Holding Me Back. And he's talking about a girl that makes him feel some type of way, but I want you to pretend that's you talking to your fearless, badass self. So the version of you that will talk to strangers and will go diamond and do all the scary things that you think you can't do, but you really can do, that is the girl in the song that he's singing about. But that's you. Does that make sense? So when you're listening to that song and he's like, she tells me to never be afraid. She says, picture everybody naked. Like, I want you to think of yourself, like, right? You have your little angel self and your little, like, successful diamond devil self over here. And it's kind of like that. And that version of yourself that can do all the things and is confident, like, you know what I mean? Like, you see those graphics or those motivational speakers and they're like, if you were not fearful for a whole day, what would you do? You're that girl, right? And so that's what he's singing. And he talks about how she takes him places he's never been before, and she stirs up his inhibitions, and there's nothing holding me back because he now sees what he's capable of. Again, pretend you're singing that song to yourself. You are Shawn Mendes singing the song about the girl, but the girl is you. Okay? And I want you to just listen to it with that perspective. It changed the whole song for me. I'm pretty sure it's about Camila Cabello, but anyways, it changed the whole perspective of the song for me because it could totally be a song to ourselves. That song stirs up my inner motivation. Fight Song by Rachel Platten. This is my fight song. It's gonna be all right song. I don't know the lyrics, but like, that song pumps you up. I mean, Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me, that might pump you up, but not the kind of motivation we're going for tonight, okay? Lauren Daigle has great songs. There's so many. We have a song, so in the Jules chat that you and your leaders have, we have a song, it's by Hawk Nelson. They're like a conservative rock pop group, and they have a song called Diamonds. And if you follow me on Instagram, I put this song, anytime someone ranks up on our team or gets something, I put that song over the graphic, and it says he's making diamonds out of us. And it's perfect for the job that we have, you guys. I just love it so much. But Champion by Carrie Underwood, yes, I'm reading the chat, it's a great one. Lunatic by Andy Grammer, so many. So I want you to write down your 5 affirmations that you're going to say to yourself over the next 7 days until we meet again. I want you to write them down. You take a picture of them, throw them in the chat that you're in, or post them on the team page. This works. I see a difference in you guys. You may not see it, but I see it. I see it in how you post. I see it in how you talk to me about your goals. I see it in the confidence that you possess by doing this. So I want you to write down that, but then I want you to make a motivation playlist. Super fun. You're going to love it, whether it's for the gym or cleaning your house, or, you know, maybe you have 30 minutes. The baby's napping. Your husband has a conference call and you're like, I have 30 minutes. The laundry's going. The dishes are done. I'm going to work my business for 30 minutes. What songs are you listening to when you're talking to that potential? What song are you listening to as you chug your active and take your Metabird? What are those songs? What's playing? What fires you up? Okay, that's on your motivation playlist. I also want you to share that in the chat. I think it'll be super fun, like if we made like a Spotify, like a Rockstar Spotify playlist or something, we could all listen to each other's motivation music. That'd be great. But I'm just thinking out loud that, again, motivation has to come from within. I can't give it to you. Somebody that's ranking up and you're watching their journey and you're so inspired by them and you're like, if she can, you know, why not me? Or if he can, why not me? That's what I had to tell myself instead of, oh, that'll never be me, right? We all have that one person on our team. That'll never be me. That'll never happen. You spend more time and energy frowning and complaining than you do texting 3 people, hey, you want to try my pink drink? Like, come on. So it's just a flip of the switch. There's some people on our team right now that have had so much fun with just putting fun back in their business and not posting pink drink selfies or salesy things. They're just having fun, and they've been using the Reels thing on Instagram. It was TikTok, but now that that's gone, it's the Reels on Instagram. And so they're using their products in these like funny videos, kind of like Dub Smash a couple years ago. Things like that. And it's just so fun watching you guys get creative with your kids. I think one of my favorite posts that motivated other moms and like just reminded them like, oh, this is why I take my products, is a picture of all of my children crying in the car at the same time. All of them. They were all crying at the same time. And I took a selfie, as naturally as any mom would do. I took a selfie and I had my pink drink and I was just like, cheese, and they're all like, nah. It was awful. And I posted it and I was like, this is why I drink my pink drink. And sure enough, I had like 6 moms like, I think I might need your pink drink. And I'm like, girl, it ain't vodka, but I tell you what, it works the same and it's good for you. And all the moms on here are like, amen. Yes, amen. Because you know, you get it. So let's write down our affirmations and let's make that motivation playlist. And let's just be a light for people that are sick of being at home, that maybe are homeschooling this next year, like myself. Pray for me. And, let's just remember that. Let's be different. Let's be the girl on social media that sticks out because we're different. We're not selling anything but ourselves, which is the light that we have inside of us that God has given us to be different and to be an inspiration. Before we go, I like to share wins because that's important. RJ, I'm going to start with you. Do you have anything fun you want to share? She's like, yeah. Do I need to unmute you? Or you got it? Okay.
No, I have officially signed up for my half marathon, and I officially made my game plan yesterday.
Your what plan?
So it's not my game plan.
Okay.
For, yeah, with my runs and workouts.
I love it. I'm so proud of you for signing up for that. That's scary but exciting. Love it.